Hello, hello, hello. It is your girl, Rachel Real. I am coming to you in regards to talking to you about life insurance. Life insurance is one of those things that people do not like to talk about. However, when you need it, then people want to talk about it. So, I am a life insurance agent. I've been a life insurance agent for, gosh, I started in the business back in 2003, left the business like in 2017, and I am back. And for me, it's just not about just being a life insurance agent. It's one of those things where I want to educate people in my community about the importance of life insurance. This thing is very, very dear to my heart, and I'll tell you why it's dear to my heart, okay? Just to put the disclaimer out there, I am a life insurance agent, and I am not here to advise you in terms of any kind of investments or anything like that. I'm clearly here to tell you about life insurance, the importance of it, what it can do for you. And I'm not going to make this video very long because I do know that we live in a microwavable world and everything is quick, fast, and a hurry. So I'll be dropping videos just kind of like periodically. I do different types of content, but I'm on this journey of really in 2022 making sure I'm doing my due diligence by just raising awareness with how important life insurance is. And this video is unedited. What you see is what you get, but it's important that we do understand, those people who don't understand, that you understand exactly what life insurance is, why you need it, why it's so important that you need it. Okay, so if I start coughing a little bit, I am getting over the flurona, and again, I am also here to. I have to let people know what I do. I also want to raise awareness about how important it is to have life insurance. Also, I want to gain your business. I want to be your life insurance agent. If you don't have an agent, call me up. Call me up. Email me. I will call you personally so that we can talk. We can go over what you currently have. Um, it's that simple, guys. It's not very complicated, but it is important that you understand that when you buy life insurance, that you're buying it from a company who will pay their claims and won't give a lot of different issues when it's time to do that. That's another video. But today I want to talk very quickly about why it's important to have life insurance. Life insurance, number one, it is a tax-free benefit. Okay, it's not only for a death benefit, it's also for the living as well. However, I'm going to speak on the benefit of a tax-free benefit. If God forbid something happens to you, your beneficiary will get a tax-free benefit. So there are people who will say, I've gotten all kind of pushbacks. Oh, I don't need it. I have someone who's going to take care of my final expense when I transition. And please understand, I know this is a conversation people don't like to have, but guess what? You can look at the video, you can skip it, you can do whatever. At the end of the day, we're all going to transition at some point, guys. We can make light of it. You know, people get sick, they transition, things happen. So why not be able to reap the benefits of having a tax-free benefit if something happens to you? So we go back to that. It is your responsibility to make sure if something happens to you, and I'm going to just put it, I'm going to be straightforward with it. If something happens to you, it is not, uh, let's see, how should I say this? GoFundMe is not a way to say, okay, let me take care of my responsibilities by my loved ones can just set up a GoFundMe account to make sure they handle that. Guys, we got to do better. We have to do better with making sure we have life insurance. So, if you have children, I say it again, if you have someone who relies on your income, how do you sleep at night? Let's keep it real. How do you sleep at night to not make sure that there is a benefit that somebody's going to get to take care of your child, guys? And when I say it doesn't cost a lot of money, especially if you're healthy, like there's so many different variables that ties into what it will cost you. There's so many different programs that you can get. And don't let your health status, your lifestyle deter you from doing what you're supposed to do. So I say that to say back to, if you have children, And this video is straightforward. I ain't editing. I ain't doing none of that. I'm keeping it real. My message to you, and I'm sincerely saying this, and I'm raising awareness about how important it is to have life insurance. It's one of those things that it is essential. So if you have little Johnny, little Sue Ellen, and they're 3 years old, they're 10 years old, they're 15 years old, they're 16 years old, whatever the case may be. Some of you have multiples. Some of you have Sue Ellen, Jim Bob, Timbuktu, like you got multiples and you don't have life insurance. Stop. Or you just have it with your job. Jobs today, we all know they come and go. If y'all ain't seen it in the last 2 years, keep it real. They come and go. So you can't rely just on your job. You must have an insurance agent that you can call and contact. And I'm reaching out to you because I would love to gain your business. I would love to sit with you to make sure that if God forbid something happens to you prematurely, and when I say prematurely, that just means that before your kids are grown and can take care of themselves, or if you own a home with your spouse or significant other, partner, whomever, if something happens before that goal is reached, if you're in business with somebody, because some of you get into business with people and you combine your resources, your finances, you combine them, what happens when something happens to that other person if it happens prematurely? And the reason why I'm raising awareness about it, because people are really transitioning. Like, if you ain't never seen it be unpredictable before, it's unpredictable. No one can predict it. So why not pay a few dollars a month to make sure that you have the right thing in place? So go back to the kids. Definitely, I'm speaking to you parents. If something happens to you, who's going to take care of that child and take care of them with what? So if you can sleep at night knowing you don't have a life insurance policy, shame on you. Knowing that you don't have a life insurance policy that not only takes care of your final expenses, however, that's fine and good, but how will the kids be taken care of? So if you got mom, dad, auntie, godmommy, whoever that person is, that person should know about your policy. That person should know that you have at least $100,000 per child that you trust them with to take care of it. That we can get more into that. I'm not going to get into that now. However, that's the piece of, to raise the awareness. That's one of the reasons why you should have life insurance. Leave a legacy. Leave something for your children, for your heirs. And even if you don't have children, that's the way, like for me, okay, I may not have, my kids are adults now. However, I want to leave something so that they wouldn't have to struggle, or don't have to struggle, I should say. Not to mention it can be a gift. People will grieve when someone transitions. We get that when they transition, but it's a slap in the face if you don't care enough to allow them to grieve peacefully. And if you have dependents, someone who relies on your income, and you're just leaving your babies behind without having proper insurance in place, and you can sleep at night, come on, we got to do better. We have to do better. And insurance is so affordable, guys. It's so affordable, and it's case by case, which is why I don't want to just drop any kind of numbers there. But you literally can get a decent policy for $25 a month. That's like Chick-fil-A for two people at the end of the day. That's like you go to Ruth Chris, you pay more than that for a piece of salmon. So at the end of the day, it's definitely affordable. And we just have to do better with making sure we have life insurance in place. We know about car insurance and all of that, guys. Excuse me. We have got to do better with making sure we have life insurance in place to make sure when we transition, there's something there. And it's not only about a final expense plan. It is about making sure you have 100,000, 200,000, 300,000. Yes, I'm putting those numbers out there. Making sure you have those types of policies in place. Making sure that you actually have the actual policy in your possession. Because if your job owns the policy, that's who it belongs to. So a lot of us are here, we don't have wills in place. We don't have life insurance in place to even think about having a will. And I strongly encourage you, and I charge you today to do better with that. Don't be one of those people who transition prematurely And I know it's beyond your control, or when it happens, you're not here to, you know, to say anything about it, but we have to stop that. We have to stop not thinking about those types of situations that happens all of the time. And it hurts me to see people have kids left, and next thing you know, there you got to go fund me where somebody's trying to raise money for the kids. Don't even talk about handling the final arrangements, but you literally got to raise money not to take care of one child but three. Please stop, guys. Call me today. I encourage you, I charge you, or I'm not going to put my number out there to everybody under the sun to call me, but excuse me, I'm getting over flurona. But email me, Rachel.insurance247. That's Rachel, RACHEL .insurance247 at gmail.com. Email me and say, Rach, I need to talk to you. And guys, it doesn't even take long. This is something that can be done over the phone. We ain't got to see each other. We ain't got to be in each other's presence. I'll send you, kind of like you see me now, I'll send you like a StreamYard link so that, or Zoom, and we can do it right over the phone. I can ask you your questions. You can ask me any questions you have pertaining to life insurance. Reach out. I'll give you a no fee consultation. It won't cost you anything. However, you will have 15 to 30 minutes, not over 30 minutes, for your consultation at no cost to answer any questions you have, any of them. Anything life insurance, you can ask me. So again, just to put that out there, I really, really encourage you guys. It is 2022. It is time out for us. And I'm really talking to you individuals who still have minors. And when I say minors, I'm talking even if your kids are in college and they rely on your income. And definitely for those who have children who aren't college age, you're still school age, elementary school age, preschool school age, 3, 4, 2, 1 birth. And don't even talk about they're also living benefits. So you don't have to die to use life insurance. There are living benefits as well. We can talk about that. We can talk about the senior coverage. Seniors can get insurance. You know, we can insure anybody. So don't allow, what you want to do though is get the insurance before you have ailments. However, if you do have different illnesses and things like that, you're still insurable. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. But my main focus is, and like I said, I'll talk to anyone, but I really, really am raising awareness. And I don't feel like people do it intentionally, because I know you love your babies. I know you do. So love them enough to make sure you have protection in place for them, that if God forbid you or dad go prematurely, even if you're not with dad, you guys still have, or dad's not with mom, you both have an insurable interest. And when you make a child, it is your responsibility to continue to take care of that child. It is your responsibility, just like in other communities, ethnic backgrounds. That's a part of just as you apply for a birth certificate and you submit that in other ethnic groups, that insurance policy is also a part of that. Whether, you're taking more out on your life, because now that little policy that you once had, you now need to increase it. And mom or dad, both of them know that. So they make sure that something is taken out, and then you will add a responsible party as an adult as a beneficiary, and write up something, meaning a will, put something in place to make sure that things are in order. So I'm charging you guys today to do that part of it, add that piece to it, to make sure you have a life insurance policy. And even if it's something you got, some of you guys who have children, you get a tax refund now. It's almost tax refund time. I know y'all getting them credits. Now is the time. You can pay for the policy or for your premium. Make it a point where every tax season anniversary, you just pay for the year. So you don't have to pay monthly. You can pay annually. So that $10,000 and $12,000 you're getting back in your tax refund, your policy might be $900 for the year and you're done. It may be $1,200 for the year. It may be $500. It depends on what I sell you. But do it. Do it. It is your responsibility. And I know I've been in this business for a long time. I know there are a lot of households where you can't even think about where your insurance policy is. And if you're that person to say, you know what, Rachel, thank you for the update. Thank you for reminding me. I know where my life insurance policy is right here. It's in force. It's not in a lapse status. It is in force. If God forbid something happens to me today, Bo Pete, Janie, Sue, Lou, they're going to be straight. They're going to be taken care of. And I've put things in order that I know who's going to be responsible for them, X, Y, and Z. That's being responsible. If you can't say that, and it's like, I don't know what no policy is. Oh, I got it with my job. I think I got it with my job. I don't know how much I have. I don't know how much that thing is. How do you do that? What's your baby going to do if God forbid something happens to you? And back to the living benefits. Insurance can take care of that too, where you would have a living benefit that you don't have to feel like you're SOL because something has happened to you and has given you a setback. You know, there are ways where you can add to your policy to the point where it can be an emergency fund. So if you have money now, you can dump money into that and make a phone call should you need it. That's a living benefit. That's another, it's a case by case basis, but that's something that's offered to you too. So just to raise awareness and to stop by and drop this video, I'm talking to you guys out there who don't know where your policies are, don't know how much you got, and you got people who rely on your income. And even if it's like you got couples, husband and wives, who rely on each other's income, and one don't know what the other is, God forbid something happens, you have no clue where policy is, how much it is, or y'all don't have one or the other, or somebody else is the beneficiary. It's time to pull those policies out, guys. Pull the policies out. Let's do a checkup. Know what you have. So again, drop an email to me, send me an email. I'll give you a call back. Set up a time that works for both of us so that we can get you insured. It is a tax-free benefit. A tax-free. Leave your heirs something. $500,000, $300,000, $250,000 money. And back again, if you got little ones, yeah. Or you might say, you know what, my kids are grown, but I want to leave my mama or daddy something. I know they'll grieve if something happens to me, so let me leave them something. Or mom, dad, you might say, hey, I want to leave my kids something. I ain't got much now, but if something happens to me, I want to leave some to my grandkids. So life insurance is that. It's a beautiful thing, guys. It is a beautiful thing. And it's time out that we stop like missing it. And we got to keep starting all over again. Ain't nobody leaving legacies or anything. Let's talk about generational wealth. Let's talk about it. But before we can even get to generational wealth, can we at least make sure that things are in place, that if God forbid something happens to you, there's enough money to take care of your children, your responsibilities that you're going to leave with someone else. Leave with someone else. Oh, that came out wrong. Leave with someone. I'm glad y'all can't catch my cold. But leave with someone else. You want to make sure you have things in place for them, guys. We have to do better. We got to start doing better. You have children, you need life insurance. Stop playing. Even if you don't have children, you should have something to take care of your final arrangements. Whatever that, it is your responsibility. It is our responsibility. And then you put things in place in writing to make sure that that's taken care of. And you make sure you have the right beneficiaries or right owners in place to make sure that that stuff is taken care of. So like I said before, I will be dropping my informal videos by giving you nuggets to kind of like just raise awareness about how important it is to have life insurance. And yes, I do want your business. I would love to have your business. But even if you're not giving it to me, call your local agent. But hopefully you have a relationship with your insurance agent. I would love to be your insurance agent if you don't have one. Because at the end of the day, people are calling us usually once something happens. You need to do it before it happens. You need to that's what insurance is all about. making sure that you are protecting your life. If something happens to your life, somebody is going to get the benefit, and the right people, the right parties are going to reap the benefit. And if you have children, you need to make sure, grandparents, make sure there's insurance on your kids. Because if, God forbid, you got to take care of the kids, you do have an insurable interest. So if they don't care, you should care, grandparents, to make sure you have something in place should something happen to your child, that if you know you're going to be the responsible party, whether it's for your nieces, nephews, grandkids, whomever, godkids, you have an insurable interest. So you can be the owner of that policy as well. You can be the owner. And again, these are at affordable rates, where you can make this happen. So that's what this video is for today, guys. And again, I don't do any editing when I drop my videos. What you see is what you get. So pardon any oopsies or anything like that. And I got this cough because I'm getting over Flurona. But I wanted to talk to you guys today. I wanted to talk to you. And I also want to gain your business. Like I said, I will do a free consultation going over what you currently have, because I charge you to pull it out. I charge you to blow the dust off the policy, blow the dust off. Some of y'all don't even know where the policy is. I don't know. Like nothing's ever going to, like you're never going to transition, right? We all are. So the conversations we don't like having, guess what, guys? We got to have them. And definitely, if you're still taking care of little ones, it is your responsibility. I can't say it enough. It is your responsibility to make sure you have a life insurance in place, a life insurance policy that's active in place. Let's put you in something that you can afford. Let's make sure you have the right amount that makes sense for your situation. It might be a term, but at least you know you're going to get more for your money with a term, but it will cover you for the term period that you need. And that term period might be, if you have a newborn baby, that term period might be for 20 years, or it might be for 25 years, or it might be for 30 years. Whatever time you feel that child can now take care of themselves. But we know it's going to at least be 20 years. You got a 15-year-old. You might say, okay, I want to buy a 10-year or 20-year term, because I want to make sure that if this child who needs, and I really recommend just carrying it out like 30 years, because I believe in generational wealth. I believe in always leaving something. No matter how old my kids are, I'm going to leave a benefit to my child, because it's a tax-free benefit. God forbid something happens to me. Yes, I will pay a few dollars a month to say, in my transition, this is what I did for you. Here's my gift for you. And if that looks like $200,000, if that looks like $500,000, guess what? We all know they're going to grieve. So not only you'll be able to grieve peacefully and a smile on your face. You're going to miss me, but you're going to be happy that I did this for you as well. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Other ethnic groups do it all the time, guys. And I'm raising awareness because I want you to start doing it too. Time out for us and our group sitting up there like, GoFundMe, we need some help. We here to collect for the family, and stop. So you can't even put the person away, and they got dependents, and you need some money now to try to put them away. What about the dependents after they're put away? And all you had to do was pay $30 a month or $50 a month, or even $100 a month, whatever that looks like. You literally could have had $500,000. Literally. You could have had $250,000 for a few bucks a month. But you rather have gone to buy, when it's tax time, I'm going to buy me a designer bag. I'm going to buy me some red bottoms. I'm going to get the kids all kind of sneakers and Jordans and Nikes and all of this stuff. I ain't got nothing against that. But go ahead and pay your annual premium. That way you don't have to worry about paying it monthly. You got the amount you need, and you don't have to do it again until next year. Let's do that for an affordable price. And I can tell you exactly how to do it and how fast it takes. Some of them you don't even have underwriting if you don't have like certain things in your medical background. And even if you do, it's still okay. We still can get you insured. But it's that simple, guys. We got to do better. So, yes, your girl Rachel Real is here talking to you, dropping this video. And yes, I do want your business. But even if you don't want to give it to me, go talk to somebody. Get yourself an insurance agent today. Today. Have an insurance agent, just like you got your doctor, you have your lawyer, you have your life coach, you have your therapist, you got all of these doctors, you have your hairstylist, all of that. Who's your insurance agent? Who is your insurance agent? What is his name? What is her name? How much are you paying? So I close with this. If you don't have an insurance agent, call me. Call Rachel. I got you. I got y'all to make sure it's done. We get it done and you don't have to deal with it again until next year. However, I'm always here for you. I'm a phone call away. I'll be there for you because when something happens, usually the insurance agents are the first person to get the phone call. So you really should have a good relationship with your insurance agent. You should. Make me a part of your team today, since I'm reaching out to you. So again, guys, I'm out. That's your girl, Rachel Real. You can contact me at Rachel, RACHEL, insurance247@gmail.com. That's Rachel.insurance, INSURANCE, 247@gmail.com. See you next time on the next video, guys, and I hope to hear from you soon so we can make sure you are doing what you need to do and that you can help me as I raise awareness, just spread the word. If you already have things in place, tell it to somebody else, have them send me an email so I can have a chat with them right through video over the phone, and we can get it done right over the phone. Most applications are done electronically anyway. You don't even have to leave your home. Everything is digital, quick, fast, and a hurry, and I can answer any questions you have. And please do not look at it. It's better than nothing, I should say. I'm not going to knock you. Those of you who always say, I got insurance through my job. I am so happy that you have something. But what I hate is when people lose their jobs and then they become, you're not always uninsured. Some of them become uninsurable, but then it doesn't look as good with trying to get you a good rate, or you might have some stuff in your background now. You may have had some medical issues, some changes, and now it's going to cost you more. And not to mention, you could have gotten it when you were a little younger. Now you're older. It can be anything. That's why it's so good to always have your own policy. Now, if you have it with your job and it's portable, that means you have the policy in your possession. And no matter where you go, that's still your policy. That's fine. But aside from that, you're not going to get that group rate, that group discount rate, and all of that if you don't own your own policy. Okay, guys? I don't know what's happening with this laptop. So your girl, Rachel Real, is out. It's been grand. Stay safe out there. Mask up and stay healthy, and give me a call, shoot me an email and I'll call you. Okay. Any questions you have, you'll get that free consultation at no cost to you. See you on the next video. Bye.